I'm a mother of 5 children. I believe that, sorry, the question is I believe that to become Christian, a baby is not born Christian, you have to be baptized. So this is one confusion to myself, because what is the baby until the adult decide to baptize the child? Okay, I've taken quite a long time to explain to my children the concept of 1, 2, 3. This is one bottle. You are the baby is 1 year old. So how do you go about explaining to children the rationality of the Trinity? Because I came here confused, and I think I'm going to be even more confused because I understood nothing about what you said. Not because I'm Muslim, I'm open to hear what you have to say. But you haven't convinced me so far.
Well, if it's a question of explaining the Trinity, I know no one's going to like this answer, but if you proclaim to me a God that fits nice and neatly into my mind, I'm not going to trust it at all. The Greek gods, very easy to understand.
Sorry, I'd like you to go back to a childhood. How do you explain to a child? Because as I pointed out at the beginning, I'm a mother of 5 children, and to guide my children into Islam, it starts from day one. My religion is also a way of living, a culture. It's an everyday thing. From the second that we're born, we have to do certain things. So I don't want you to...
How would I explain the Trinity to... How old is the child?
I don't know, you tell me, you question, I have no idea.
I mean, if you're talking about a young child, I don't think I would explain the Trinity to a child.
So you don't include the rationality.
The rationality of the Trinity is just unclear.
No. If you want to talk in terms of rationality, if I ask my child, hey, if God tells you something, will you believe it?
You have 3 children and 3 persons into one. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So if I don't have the Holy Spirit, until I have to believe in Jesus to have the Holy Spirit, how can the child believe in Jesus? Is it a story like Father Christmas?
Sister, I appreciate you're trying to explain, but let him explain. I need to move on, otherwise people will...
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of analogies because I don't believe they ever really apply to the one true God. I believe that God is totally unique. However, if I were talking to a child, I think I would try to describe something that can be 2 or 3 in one sense and 1 in another sense. I would point out, that human beings do have a body and a soul. Is that like God? No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that it's like God. It would be somewhat like God, only in the sense that we have a body, we have a soul. We are 2 in one sense, and yet which one is the real me? Well, I'm looking at you right now. I assume I'm looking at the real you, and yet the soul, your soul, is the real you. There is a union there. Now, with that said, that's not like God in the sense of the Trinity. I don't know. It just seems like you're saying. Put God in our heads. We look around. We see that you can have a unity with diversity. We see that that's what's proclaimed in the Old Testament. That's what's proclaimed in the New Testament. If you're saying you have to get a full grasp of God, how would you explain to your child that God is outside time? I don't know. I don't know how I would proclaim this to a child and say, time that you experience as you go through time, God's not like that. He has no beginning or end. I don't know how I would describe that to a child. So, as far as my children are concerned, I would tell my children, I would try to give a few examples.
It's just Christian people.
Sister, this is not a dialogue. You've had a big chunk of the apple. I just would like to. If you finish, David, I don't know if you have. Maybe you haven't. Okay. I don't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Al-Quran chapter 9 verse 71. The believing men and believing women are allies of one another. They enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and establish connection and purify dues, and obey the God and His Messenger. The God will have mercy upon them. Verily the God is Almighty, All-Wise. Like, share, and subscribe to create awareness. We are also available on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Paltalk.